first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 25 carries, 136 yards.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down.
He's got a man. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 14. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That'll give him 8 that time. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Okay.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Ready, go.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
Okay, ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Come on, set.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And in for the Lions touchdown. Chris Olave. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Black block, opposite, green, yellow, one, check white.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Check hut.
Here's 2nd and 8. His throw incomplete.
Check pitch.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Switch, yellow.
He'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
At 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
York now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Colts set to take over here offensively. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Lawrence. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lawrence going to throw again. That's complete to Mooney. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Ready, set.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
There, go.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. Oh, he shifts past him. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. That's complete right around the 8. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Elliott is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
So here are the Lions to take over. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And a short pickup to about the 25. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
Opposite. Block it, knock it, check, kill.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Way to go.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Let's go.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And able to find Allen Lazard. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Let's go now. Alert. Opposite. Block it. Check. Can.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Here we go, set. Hut.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Ready, go. Set, go. Ready.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Yellow, line, check right. Blue, check.
Robinson now off the option. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
And that's what I like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. York able to send this one through. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From midfield now, Lawrence. Towards the sideline, it's Edwards-Helaire with a catch. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Finding Edwards-Helaire once again. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. Again, it's Lawrence. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Elliott is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Another shot now for this Lions offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 1. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Look at the spin. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On the ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Yellow.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Opposite. Green.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where you see the final score there. Josh Allen, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Next, we're off to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Jimmy Garoppolo, terrific in the win, and a much-needed win at that, as it is indeed their first on the year. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions, and they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Colts, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Well, the Colts ready to go to work to start the 3rd quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Alert, alert.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And taken down just shy of the 40. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence to throw. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there.
Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Check right. Ready.
Robinson up the middle. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Go.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Okay,
so that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Check, pitch. Smith ready.
Robinson now off the option. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Dobbins running out of the gun. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Switch, yellow, black block. Ready.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Opposite. 3.
They'll drop to throw. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Robinson on a give right side. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Robinson with another carry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Lawrence. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's got it to about the 40. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Let's go now.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Blue check. Check pitch. Smith red.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd and 8 coming up. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4.
Ready.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They'll set up to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Indy set to go on offense once more. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Check, check. Can. Kill. Right. Alert. Opposite.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
On third down, Lawrence. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On the give, here's Robinson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Here's Robinson again on second down. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 16. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with third down and just a yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Here we go.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready?
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Handoff now to Robinson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Check White.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Lawrence will throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Lawrence going to throw again. And this will be caught by Mooney. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. They still can't get him. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Ready?
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Lawrence on 3rd down. Able to find Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Lawrence. And Lazard's got it again. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Detroit, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.